What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. This video is entitled, Are We Allowed Minority? YouTubers. This is what I'm talking about. Black YouTubers in particular. Some of the issues we have. Excuse me. And some of the markets we dabble in. There's a difference, between what some of us are saying online and what we see in real life. So I got to ask, are we a loud minority? Because some of the issues that people have online, because we're online and we get a following, it spills out into society. But some of the issues are from society that we just, are putting, reaffirming to other people. So, but some of our causes, you got to ask the question. Like the MGTOW part. Are black MGTOWs a loud minority? Because, most guys I know can find a date, can find a woman to chill out with, can find a woman to have sex with. Now, the relationship part, yes, I definitely agree. That's a harder thing to do nowadays. But most guys I know are pretty much in relationships, healthy relationships. And if they're not, they usually get rid of the person and they find themselves getting in another relationship. They have no problem doing that. Do the issues exist in breakups that we talk about? Absolutely. But are the guys talking a loud minority? Some of these political stances. Are we talking, is liberal YouTube a loud minority? Is conservative YouTube a loud minority? Who's just talking the most, and whoever has the best talking points or is the most charismatic can get the biggest audience and grow up from there? Because some of the points that we talk about as people, a lot of the times I don't see come up. Just, when we as a community sit down and talk. Just saying. But some of the talking points are definitely great. Are we a loud minority when it comes to, black men? Like, what we should be doing or what we shouldn't be doing. Because I think about it every now and then when people talk about, we don't control anything, we don't build anything. And do we control any industry? No. Building stuff? Yeah, we are. We just don't get credit for building stuff. It looks like a few and far between thing, but guys normally who are building stuff keep their nose to the ground and they don't worry about what people are saying. So I know there's a larger community of builders than you think. I can say that. But the reason I'm saying that is because this building conversation didn't come up in real life. It came up online. So now people's talking points didn't come up from why why men aren't respected in real life. It came up from online. Not totally, because I there were conversations in real life like, man, why these older people didn't, at least leave the house? Like, what happened? So that did exist. That does exist. But are we talking about loud minorities? From what I've seen, when we would talk about, the people who want to fight injustice and fight racism and prejudice and white supremacy, that's a majority. Like, that's been here before we were born. So I know that exists. I can't, I'm not going to act like that doesn't exist. That's the truth. The ideology of colorism, is that a loud minority? Because the reason I is because people are colorist. like, but at the same time, you can say people were color struck back in the day. But that's the thing, like, it vacillated, you know, because there was a time where the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice was, and then we're, I guess, into a lighter phase, and so that's why I'm saying, like, it's just a loud minority thing. The black love, or people who are looking and yearning for black love, is that a loud minority? Or the swirlers, loud minority, right? That's what people would say. They're a loud minority, because, you know, most black women aren't really attracted to white men like that, but, you know, the more they talk, the bigger it seems that they get. Okay. But when most of us hear a woman say, "I'm gonna give me a white man," it's usually because she's saying it out of spite, not like that she loves the guy or wants the guy. It's just, you know, I'm gonna screw him out of spite to hurt you, and it's like, we like, yeah, I don't know what that's gonna do, but whatever. Is the educated classic man or the educated lame? Are we a loud minority? Like online, like, look, we are the better choice than the, you know, the Pookie and the Ray Ray, right? Is that a, you know, loud minority thing online? Or you can vice versa. Is the Pookie and Ray Ray, we're a better choice than them clowns? You know, is that a loud minority? Like, are we a loud minority doing this? Because the reason I'm asking this question is because sometimes when I make videos, people are in my comment section and they're regurgitating talking points off of the title of the video, but never watched the video. And sometimes and sometimes the title, they're assuming it's something else when I don't even understand how they assume that it's something else. But they interject their talking points, and it's like, there are people who watch videos who don't watch videos first. They look at the comment section. So then you have people respond, you know, creating comments to the video in the comment section because of a person or people in your comment section that didn't watch the video. And then this ideology keeps growing and growing and growing, but it's a minority of people. Because it can be tracked, these ideology can be tracked down to a handful of people. So are these people real in real life? Like, is this what we see in real life, or is this just a loud bunch of people on the internet? Because this is basically pseudo television for some people. Like, so if you watch it enough, you know, because every group, every niche market has its fans, you know, separately. And sometimes those fans intersect between certain pages. You get what I'm saying? Like, where, you know, people might bump heads because one person might be on this side, in this sector, and another person might be in this sector, but they like this particular person. So then they start, you know, going back and forth, or some people troll different sectors and stuff like that. So, you know, and the reason I'm saying also is because of all this, the adversarial nature of this. It's a bit aggravating. It's a bit aggravating, you know, because, like, even I think I see polygamy popping back up. Is that a loud minority, you know? Because, I mean, I don't see that as a wide discussion. Even the Pan-African thing is that a loud minority? I mean, Pan-Africanism has been going on for a minute. So, but are some of these things a reboot that we're going to try again, or some of these things a grassroots thing that people are trying to blow up? Is what I'm asking. Because, and the other thing is, the other reason I'm making this video is because I've been on YouTube long enough to see people actually go in a certain direction and then stop and rethink their trajectory because they realize they had flaws in the direction that they were going in, and they took people elsewhere, you know. So I think I'm done. I'm done. We out.